Can you hear me now? I think I had, I don't know why it wasn't working. Can you guys hear me now? I think my volume's working now. Can you hear me now? I think I had, I don't know why it wasn't working. Can you guys hear me now? I think my volume's working now. Yeah, that was weird. I just had to click on it and unclick it, but it wasn't off. I don't know. One of those days. Okay. It's one of those days, guys. Thank you. All right, we're back. Okay, so YOOV, now it has over 500,000 in volume. And the news is Concord International Group secures multi-year contracts worth over $10 million. That seems like very good news. So that seems like excellent news. It's hard to borrow. And I'm going to look at the daily chart real quick. Oh, where'd my think script go? I had the one that I had up from Duvon Julio. I don't know where it went. Okay, I'm going to fix that because that was great. Let's see. Okay. That's interesting. So it looks like the company only goes back to April. But there is a window up to 215. But it's kind of approaching that level now. So where did it go? No, that's not it. Here we go. Let me see what I don't know what happened. Edit studies. Create. Apply. Huh. I don't know why it's not working. Okay. Good morning. Good morning, James. Yeah, I don't know. The script that there we go. Alrighty. Alrighty, we're back. Yes, so this one is pulling back. However, it's below VWAP. And we have potential resistance at 193. So it just tapped that level. But now we're below VWAP. I don't know. If this is the top of the low candle, this could be a potential bull flag. Whoops. This is possibly, oh, here we go. I think it's possibly breaking out. but I didn't see an increase in volume. Wow, a lot of stuff is popping up today. HCTI. So yeah, it didn't really pop up above the low candle. But let's see, HCTI. I think I've traded this before. Float of 1.95 million, relative daily volume. The gap looks good. Healthcare Triangle reports 627% increase in gross profit. That's excellent news. But it's a big topping tail, huh? Okay, AIIO. The MACD is red. That popped up in the early pre-market. AEHL, TDIC, BNKK is, I'm going to take that off. Let's fade it off of VWAP. Whoops. Oh. HCTI. All right, so we've got a couple of things happening today. SNAL. It's popped up, but I didn't really go anywhere. GM pulled 240 out. Hey, good morning, Dirt Devil. Ooh, AIIO. Awesome. Yeah, it looks like it really popped up. So somewhere in here, I'm assuming. That's great. Congratulations. Woohoo. Yeah, that was a little bit, because we've been watching that for days. I did get one trade on it the other day, but I think it was a red trade, but it's been popping up over and over and over. And look at what happened with TDIC over the overnight. That's crazy. So yeah, we have a lot of under $10 stocks popping up today. So YOOV had great news, but the news didn't sustain it. So I'm trusting the news less and less because I see great news and it doesn't do anything. I guess this is the thing, right? It did a thing. It did do more things. I don't know. I'm going to keep an eye on that because I think that news is really good. SNAL. I think I've traded this before. No? Thought I had. Maybe in my Roth. It's kind of hovering up here, but the MACD is red. QUCY below VWAP. HCTI kind of below VWAP. AIIO is now MACD's red. So, but wow, that's awesome. AEHL, TDIC. So I'm looking for something a little bit clean. WXM. Let's see. Not enough volume and choppy. Yeah, a lot of little things are popping up, but I just don't see anything that, let's see, Lobo. What's that? It's a penny stock. Lobo. No. But yeah, I don't see like huge price action today. Futures are pointing higher. Woohoo! 12 cents a share on Poet. Yay! Look at you guys. You're already like killing it this morning. Let's check out Poet. Let's see. P-O-E. Oops. T. Oh, look at that. That looks nice. That's nice price action. That's really nice price action. Wow. Enter supply agreement with Loom. Okay, so they have a supply agreement. That's always good news. They're hard to borrow. Lots of volume. That's nice. I mean, it's getting a little extended off the 9 EMA, so I'm thinking, yeah, pullback, but wow, that's great. Woohoo! Let's see. All right, so YOOV didn't go anywhere. Let's see. Oh, yeah, a lot of stuff popping up today. Gonna see what. Here we go. I'm curious what is on the Thinkorswim pre-market movers AIIO. Oh, so looks like he's trying to. Let's see. Man. There we go. All right, pop back above VWAP. MACD's still red, but this has really good news. Give me 1 second. All right, so yeah, so it looks like things are looking up in the market today. I mean, it really has been hot, cold, instead of like a trend, right? So let's see. Tech stocks continue to dominate. That's good. This is the top of the last move. Let's see, but see, MACD is red, but the volume's pulling back. I like that. But that profit loss ratio, I mean, this is high of day, but this would be my first target. but I want like at least a 1-to-1 profit ratio. So hopefully it will pop up and make a new, but see, this is where the 200 EMA is. So this is resistance right here. Oh, okay. That's awesome. Ooh, okay. AIIO right here. $3.98. Awesome. Let's see. Yeah, I really think, I mean, I think this has potential, but it would have to break, I feel like it has to break this $2 or 190 in order for me to think it's going to go, you know. Because on the daily chart, it only goes back to April. So this must be a brand new company. What do they do? They provide security and safety solutions to commercial, financial, industrial, and government in Singapore. Oh, okay. Yep. Yep. That's great. Yeah. I think they said it took like a day, but it actually was less than that. And then like another day later, when I logged into my Schwab account, like some digital stuff that I had to agree to popped up. So, of course, they probably have refined the process since then. That was like right when I think a lot of people were calling, but awesome. Yeah, no, they have to, it's not like an automatic thing, I guess, but that's great. Yeah, because it's so frustrating. You go to trade a stock and you're like, I can't. And then you watch everybody else trading it. Yeah, so a lot of things kind of popped up, but nothing's really making a move. Everything's just kind of laying low. Well, POET is, that's over my $10 price range, but that looks nice. Let's see. HCTI did pop up. However, that's great news. Wow. 627% increase in gross profit and 166% in revenue. That sounds like an incredible. Think about that. 166% increase in revenue. I'm just curious. Oh, okay. The results reflect the transformative impact of its January 2026 acquisition of TAM and Daytona Mediacion Daytona, which together contributed a new and highly accretive revenue stream that significantly scaled the company's top line, improved gross profit, and expanded margins in the quarter. Okay. So HCTI trying to come back up above VWAP. It's weird, like a lot of stuff popped up on the scanner, but none of it's really making a big price move as far as I can tell. Let's see, FPS, that's $55 a share. Trying to look for things that are close to my price range. HUDI. Nope, not enough volume. Oh, look, YOOV is making another attempt, I think. So if it breaks 190, then I will look for a high of day breakout, basically. But I don't think I should get in here because I think it's just going to bounce between VWAP and the 9 EMA. I mean, this here, because it was below VWAP and the MACD was red, I probably wouldn't have taken it, but I think it's just going to bounce back and forth between VWAP and this level here. But if it breaks over that, it seems like it has good news, and let's see. I got really good sleep last night, so I'm feeling I'm tired, but I'm mentally sharp today. So, what is something? Ugh, a bunch of things popped off my. That's one thing I hate about the watch list. Like you click in something, and then when it moves in terms of the order on the watch list, it screws it up. All right, so AIIO. All right, who was in AIIO? Dirt Devil. So you're up 10 cents a share. Nice. It looks like it is creeping back up. MACD is green now. MACD is green. WOK, that keeps popping up. Like the same stocks are popping up this week. Yeah, I think if YOOV breaks high of day, I will jump in. Because then I think it might shoot up a little bit, but we'll see. As far as like total volume, AIIO and QUCY have a lot going on, but QUCY is now below VWAP. Let me get rid of that. POET, that looked really good. Look at that. That looked great. It just was above my $10 a share. Price limit. For small caps. Let's see. BNRG. Let's look at that. BNRG. BNRG. Is that? No, it's below VWAP. It's from like earlier. GLMD has new news. GLMD D, GalMed. Results from first-in-man pharmacokinetics. Am I pronouncing it correctly? Study of oral formulation of aramcol-meglumine. Okay, whatever that means. I like biotech. The float is 6.32 million, relative volume, the gap. So I know this is a penny stock, but let's take a look. Let's see. All right, there's potential for this to go above the current price. And it's below the 200 EMA right now. I like biotech news. I don't know why it doesn't drive the price more. Let's see. AIIO. Yeah. Look at that. Dirt Devil, you're almost up 20 cents a share. That's awesome. Look at that. So it looks like a slight pullback, but still in. I mean, this would be great if it heads back up to high of day, right? Which I think it will. So we have high of day up here. Oops. We have high of day up here and MACD's green. Tap 23 cents, huh? That's great. So SNAL. I remember that one being a grinder. Yep. Just kind of consolidating sideways here. In this channel. I'm curious if it's going to break out over this level. If it does, then it might go for high of day. Oh, it did. Okay, it broke over that level. Let's see if it confirms over that level, but I wonder if it's going to go for a high of day. There's a lot to watch, but I don't know why I'm not feeling anything yet. I feel like there's a lot going on, but I haven't felt like pulling the trigger on anything. So it broke that level. It's almost at high of day. I don't know if I should go for a high of day breakout. Yep. It might hit my 10 cents a share before it bounces back up. I don't know. We'll see. I'm hoping it taps the 90 MA and bounces back up. That's what I think is going to happen, but let's see what happens. Oh. Well, that was funny. Make sure I'm clicked in the active trader window. Oh. Up, had to get out. Bummer. Oh, Dirt Devil, good. Yeah. Okay, let's see how you're doing. Oh my God, you're doing great. Look at that. Awesome. You're up like 40 cents a share. All right, so my first one was a high of day breakout. I'm red. I have to stay out for 15 minutes, guys. So I'll do 15 minutes from when I exited. So 7:46, so 8:01. Look at this. This is great. And you have lots of room to go on the 200 EMA to $10. So I wonder if I should have got out here when it popped below the 9 EMA instead of waiting till here. I had to stop at 10 cents a share, but broke the 9 EMA. That's what I'm wondering. I'm actually going to make this change on my trading plan. Yeah, that was like definitely I think I might have, maybe I should have gotten out at the 9 EMA when it broke the 9 EMA. Check multiple time frames. I use MAS 2. What's MAS? Grateful Canadian. What's MAS? Okay, I'm going to enter this into Trader View, but I'm also kind of adjusting my trading plan here. Because I think I should have gotten out when it hit the 9 EMA. I mean, I got out at my stop. But I think I got out slightly past my stop. Okay, so let's see. The timeout thing is the best thing I've done. It forces me to take the time to watch everything. Oh, look at that. It broke. Okay. I missed the whole move. It finally broke above that level. So it tested high of day. Now it's really back up over high of day. Alrighty. See, I should have waited until it retested, right? Oh, moving averages. Right, right. I use the okay, so you use the MA. I should have sold when it hit the 9 EMA. But learning in public, you guys. I know, right? It went up. I knew it would, but it hit my stop. I knew it was going to go up, but it hit my stop. I had to get out. All right, so ugh. All right, so on this one, my initial risk was 10 cents a share. And this was a high of day breakout. For exit indicators, I did see price hesitation. I wanted to get out at break even, but that didn't happen. And well, actually, this would be a full stop. Let's see. Okay, so how am I going to put this? So I saw price hesitation. And then full stop exit, I guess. That would be the second indicator. So entered after break of high of day, price hesitated. It wasn't even just that price hesitated. Like, it started to pull back. So let me see here. I'm going to look at my exit indicators. Price not moving up. Price not moving up. And then finally got out at full stop. All right, so even though it got out a little bit past my stop, all right, so here we have another pullback. So this week, my goal is on the 1 minute, on the 1 minute, you mean for SNAL, grateful, Canadian? On the 1 minute, use the 8, then look a bit earlier, look then the 9 on the 1 minute, that is. Yeah, so I usually have the 9 EMA up. I think I should have stopped out when it hit the 9 EMA. I think that should have been my goal to get out. Wait, let's see how Dirt Devil's doing. I want to see how this trade's doing. Out at 450. Oh my goodness. Awesome. That was great. Yeah, I think there was hold and hope in that trade. I think so. Yeah, I think so. I think I was holding and hoping. So I agree with that. Let's see. Yeah. I should have exited when it hit the 9 EMA, but I was hoping and holding. I think I was. I saw reasons to get out. Saw lots of reasons to get out. So I would say this is not a good trade, but yeah, I think there was hoping and holding. Thank you for holding me accountable on that. Yes. Yes, there was. Ah. Yeah. And, this week my goal is to work on my exit indicators. and I just completely flubbed it. So let's see. Wait, I'm out still for another 2 minutes. Okay, and this time out rule that I instituted is really good because I spend the time looking at my trades. Now, if I have a second red trade in a row, I'm out for 30 minutes. So I better pick carefully for this next one. All right. Look at this. This was a great bull flag pullback. Well, I mean, the profit loss. Let me look at the profit loss ratio. Yeah, that was a good one. And look at that. Look at that run up. So I could look for another pullback. Wow, Dirt Devil, that is awesome. Out at 450. So Dirt Devil, let me ask you, why did you get out at 450? Was it just like you hit your target, or did you see something? Did you see an exit indicator that said now is the time to get out? Yeah, I know. And that's, Eligos, seriously, you're preaching to the choir because that is my whole goal for the week is to work on my exit indicators. And I just basically ignored it. That was a completely emotional decision, you know? Completely emotional. Which I really don't do that often. But yes, hoping and praying, ugh, doesn't work no matter how many times I try it. So here, you know, I think here, let's look at this honestly. That's the only thing that's going to get me better, right? So, learning in public. All right, so I was looking for a break of high of day, but really it was already kind of extended off the 9 EMA. So I think I had a poor setup. So let me see. I think the initial setup was weak. I should have waited for the pullback. I think the initial setup was weak. That was impatient of me. Yes. All right, my 15-minute timeout has passed. I'm out. I'm out of the timeout chair. I don't have a separate chair. I don't make myself sit in the corner, but I'm out. Well, this trade, I feel like this trade has a lot of lessons in it. I'm actually going to take a screenshot here. Let's see. Is that, why isn't it not? Let's see. I'm going to take a screenshot for my recap. Because I think that this is There's a lot of mistakes embedded in that one trade. Yeah, so Dirt Devil, that's a great trade, but I'm really curious because I'm working on my exit indicators. I'm curious what you guys are seeing for exit indicators. All right, so now we're at this high. This was another pullback. So YOOV, that's way below VWAP. POET, too expensive for me. LOBO, below VWAP, below VWAP. Let's take this off. And below VWAP. AIIO is trending still, kind of, above VWAP. This is that was a great run, Dirt Devil. MOBX. Nope, not enough volume. The timeout rule has been so good because it was so tempting to jump back in right away, but especially when I missed this move, I was like, but when it hit the 9 EMA, I should have got out. DGNX. Let's see what's going on with DGNX. DGNX. Oops. Nope. So these are the two that are above VWAP. So AIIO and SNAL, but let's look at the 5-minute for SNAL. Yeah, so that's like a big pullback on the 5-minute. I'm wondering if it pulls all the way back to the 9 EMA, I'm wondering if it'll pop back up. So this is a pullback on the 5-minute. So we've got high day here, but now it's below the 9 EMA. A lot of stuff in my price range, but not a lot making big moves. going to check some of the benchmarks today. Oh, wait, something's popping up. AEHL. The S&P. Just taking a look at that. It's trending up. Bitcoin futures. So I'm looking at the Forex factory thing. So I'm getting used to that. I'll show you guys what I'm looking at. So this is the schedule for today. So I'm learning how to read it. And it gives the schedule for, I guess, all the different news coming out, right? GDP. And gives the metrics for all of these things. This is great. And the different sessions. So we've got gold futures, silver. All right, so SNAL is pulling back. This is a potential. It looks like it's tapping the 9 EMA. So this is a not quite 1-to-1 profit ratio. Let's see. Or is it just 1-to-1? Yep, just 1-to-1. But this volume candle isn't popping up. So I'm going to wait on that. If I get another red trade, I have to take a 30-minute break. So my next trade had better be good. I do not want to take a 30-minute break. These timeouts are good though, because this is making me be like really cautious about the next trade, right? So I didn't see this volume candle go up. So even though it popped above the low candle, I just didn't want to get in. that's not really doing anything. Right at 7, dropped and curled back up. Yeah, so I didn't trust this one because I didn't see the volume bar going up. I didn't see the volume bar going up. So even though the price is above VWAP, it's above the 9 EMA, I had a 1-to-1 profit ratio. I didn't feel confident because I didn't see this bar going up. Wow, it's a ton of total volume, right? 97 million. Oh, some big orders. 12,000, 13,000. I guess they're not big relative to the orders around them, though. Let's see, 16,000, but the one under it's 8. Here we have 60,000 on the bid. All right, let's see what's going on. You were at lunch. Yes. Yes, I got a red trade on SNAL. And honestly, I messed up every way you could mess up. I entered on a high of day trade, break of high of day. Should have waited for it to retest that level because look, when it retested, it went up. Well, on high of day, it pulled back and it hit my stop. But this is the 5-minute. On the 1-minute, I should have got out when it tapped the 9 EMA. But I stayed in it and I finally got out at my stop. But I was kind of holding and hoping and, you know, doing a little of that. So, yeah. But my timeout's over. Now I'm looking for another trade. But if I have another red trade, I'm in timeout again. So I'm hoping that I can, you know, pull it together. But now this level here has become support. The top of this move became support for over here. Dirt Devil got a killer trade on AIIO. You can look through the chat on that. It was awesome. YOOV, below VWAP. But now the MACD's red. So Yeah, I'm just kind of looking through the list. A lot of stuff popped up early, but now, So I think that's a setup high of day that I don't think I've traded that very successfully, to be honest. Let's see. I'm going to look at, I haven't been tagging all my setups for that long. But I'm going to see what my metrics are on high of day. Breakout. So I'm actually, okay, so high of day breakout, I've done, this is why I was looking for it. I've done, since I started tagging my setups, I've had 3 high of day breakout trades. I've had 2 green, this was a red one. So I was feeling, I guess, like this could work for me. But yeah, Dirt Devil, you definitely do not want to give back any of that profit. Yeah. But seriously, could you let me know, like, tell us more about the trade. Like, I'm really curious because this week my goal is exit indicators. What made you decide to get out when you did? Was it that you just hit your target, or was it that you saw something on the chart or on the tape or on the level 2 that made you think, okay, now's the time to get out? Like, was the price slowing down? I know it does. It has a big float. But let's see, this is the thing. It has a lot of outstanding shares, but YOOV on Warrior Trading, they have the actual float, which is 38 million. So, the float and the shares outstanding, of course, are different, right? So the float is not as high as the shares outstanding. Because the total shares outstanding are like, it also include, shares held by insiders, shares held by institutional investors. The float is a subset of that. So on Warrior Trading, they have a column where it just shows that float. So the float is usually less than the shares outstanding. Yes. Hoping and holding doesn't work, as you can see. It's crazy when, like, I was thinking the other day, oh, I don't do that anymore. I don't do that anymore. Like, I'm so above it all, and I just did it. So, and this is good because when I was trading alone and I was just not, trading with you guys. I know it's really been opium um, mechanism. When I was just doing it by myself, if I had taken that trade, I would have been bummed out. First of all, I didn't have my timeout rules in place. I would have just jumped into another trade and maybe overtraded. Second of all, I wouldn't have examined the trade so closely. You guys are keeping me accountable. And it stinks to have to face that trade head on, but it is better than making 5 more trades like that. Way better. See, I love the fact that you guys are all chatting with each other. I love that. That makes me super happy. But yeah, the shares outstanding is really high, but the float on YOOV on Warrior Trading is only 38 million, which is still higher than my 20 million that I usually go under 20 million. Oh, thank you. But I think I flubbed the exit indicators, and I was kind of hoping and holding. So yes, I got out at my stop, so I didn't have like a stop violation, but I feel like I missed the hitting the 9 EMA, and I was hoping and holding. So, you know. But yeah, no, it's good though, because if I wouldn't have examined it as closely, I think, if it wasn't for you guys. But I have to explain it, right? And I have to be accountable. So this is good. This is good. Long term. Think long term. Think long term. I try to make all my short term decisions based on my long term goals. So yeah, I think my entry indicators are good. Like, I think those are pretty solid. It's my exit indicators. That's where I'm struggling. Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm working on them, right? Because it's critical. Um, I have tried that in the past. Can you do that during pre-market? I didn't think you could do that during pre-market. I mean, I guess you can, right? But you have to do it through the order window, like through here. I'll make a note to kind of look into that trailing stop. You can do a bracket order. It's just that you can't set it up with hotkeys. So you have to do it through the order window, and it just takes time. And, usually when you're in a small cap momentum trade, there's no time. You have to either use the buttons here or the hotkeys. So with Thinkorswim, you can't set up a bracket order on I don't think you can set it up on hotkeys. All right. Oh, Dirt Devil. Okay, I thought I had posted that. The price was peaking at 454 and started fluctuating. Okay. Okay. Add a me. Awesome. Thank you for sharing that, Dirt Devil, because that is really helpful to hear. Yeah, on Thinkorswim, I don't think you can do a trailing stop before the open. I can't do like so I can so before the open, I have to use mental stops. After the open, my rule is as soon as I enter a trade to put a stop loss on it. But I haven't heard of that platform before. Q's Read. Okay. Is that like an international broker? I know there are so many. Wow, Dirt Devil, that's good. Okay, so the price was peaking and started fluctuating between 446 and 448. And you were thinking that it will retrace towards the high of the candle before dipping. And you put a stop at 450. Okay, thank you. It's so good to hear how you guys are kind of coming to that. Okay, it's a Canadian broker. Okay. But you trade US stocks on a Canadian broker. Is that how that works? Okay, yeah, because I thought you said that the other day. All right, I'm just kind of looking, I'm just trying to redo my exit indicators. Okay, so let's see. think that one thing I need to do with my exit indicators that's been kind of a problem in terms of me really nailing this in is that I don't have them prioritized in terms of like how important, what's important. So, all right. So let's see. Something's popping up. Let's see what it is. I think it's AIIO. Look at that. Made another move. Look at that. Broke out. So, all right, I'm just kind of trying to organize my exit indicators. So, I know. Look at that. Right here to here. Just flew up. Now it's doing like a pretty clear pullback. This is actually a pretty clear pullback. Why is it? Didn't catch my order. Nope. I tried to get in, but it didn't catch it. I tried to get in, but it didn't catch it. I'm not going to chase it. Not sure why my it's let's see if, does that work? No. That's what someone else was talking about the other day, about the expansion area. I don't know why my it's breaking out again. I'm like super frustrated by why my chart is looking weird. I did something to it the other day, and now it's like so it's, yeah, I didn't chase it on that breakout. That was a good breakout though. Right here. It's like keeping everything so small. There we go. That's a little bit better. Thank you. I'm like, why is it? Okay, now it's on auto. Now I can see. Thank you. I'm like, wait a minute. That's the thing with Thinkorswim. It's like 5 different places you can do the same thing. MOBX. MOBX. This looks good. This looks really good. We're at high of day. Look at the 5-minute. Okay, this looks great. Look at the daily chart. This looks like it has potential. So on the 5-minute, it's got a lot of topping tails though. I don't like all the topping tails. I got all excited when I saw that it's running up, but look at this. It's really choppy. Right? Oh, you mean AIIO? Yeah, if I had chased it, because I was trying to get in right like down here, like 463. Hoping to get, let's see, what would the I would have been risking, if I got a 9 EMA, I would have been risking here, what is this, 20 cents, 10 cents, not even 10 cents. 7 cents. I would have been hoping to get like 10 or 20 cents on that. But I've done that before where I've chased things and then I get in too high. So I try not to do that anymore. I try not to chase. There's a lot of topping tails here. It's choppy, right? Yeah, I think the one thing that I'm struggling with my exit indicators is I'm not sure what the most important exit indicators are. That's what I'm realizing from this week. Right? Because once it does that, once it hits that double top, yep, right here. That's a good point. That is a good point. I can't believe it's almost 9 o'clock already. Is it me or did this fly by? I feel like today flew by. What is popping up? MOBX. Yeah, it just looks really choppy to me. And I mean, it is grinding higher. It has room to go because the 200 EMA is at 536. All right. All right, I think, let's see. I have to prioritize this stuff because one of my problems is that it's just not, all right. Exit indicators. If the price isn't moving up, that's a definite exit indicator, right? Level 2, big sellers on the ask, price below VWAP, price below the 9 EMA. But I also want to see Oh, no, wait, that makes no sense. Let's see. Let me get rid of that. Red on the tape. Speed of sales slowing down. Let's see. Price hesitation. Top wicks, indecision candles. Failure to make a new high. All right, so what are your exit indicators that you're like, I have to get out, other than hitting your stop? Oh, let's see what's going on. YOOV, still below VWAP. So SNAL still kind of in this consolidating sideways. AIIO, you might be right, Dirt Devil. Look at that. It's kind of, MOBX is making a pullback. Let's see. This is a little bit cleaner. This is definitely cleaner. So this would be the pull. This is the pullback. This is a good profit loss ratio. I'm looking at the volume bar, and I'm looking to see if there are any big sellers on the ask. Let's skip my order, so. And the price isn't moving up. It's happened to me a lot today where my orders are getting, oh, because I have it on the wrong thing. Ugh. Guys. Maybe that was a blessing. All my mistakes today are saving my butt, huh? Big seller on the ask. So I'll try to get it to break even, but oh. Okay. So green trade, but I don't think the entry was great because I didn't see confirmation on the volume bar. Let's see. So I gotta wait for that to pop up so I can move it to trader view. The RSI is showing overbought. Let me see. Now, do you keep the RSI? Where do you put the RSI? Do you put it? I have to learn how to use that one. Do you keep it like on your main chart? So right now it says if it's over, indicating overbought conditions above 70 and oversold conditions below 30. Got it. That's on my list of videos to make this weekend so I can learn more about it. The 3 videos I'm probably going to do, well, I have other videos already scheduled for Saturday and Sunday, but I'm going to do average true range, relative strength index, and the opening range breakout setup. But I need to learn more about relative strength index. So yeah, it says if it's over 70, that means it may be overvalued and primed for a trend reversal or correction. Oversold suggests the asset may be undervalued and could see a price rebound. So back here, where it was down here at 57, oh, central line acts as a trend filter. Crossing above 50 is bullish, crossing below is bearish. So where's, right here, this is 30. Oh, so it has 30 and 70 marked on here. In a strong upward trend, RSI usually stays between 40 and 90, with 40 to 50 acting as support. Okay. So do you guys keep it separate like I have it here, or do you overlay it over your chart? So I missed this move, but that's okay. export to file. And go back to MOBX. Looks like another potential pullback, but like you guys said, like you said, Dirt Devil, if it's okay, keep it separate. Okay, I have it down here below MACD. Yeah, I don't like things cluttered. In a strong upward trend, RSI usually stays between 40 to 90, with 40 to 50 acting as support. Oh, look at that. Look at that breakout. There we go. I'm going to put this on my 10-second chart so I can see what the micro pullbacks are. So now it's saying it's 66. TDIC is crazy. That is crazy. We have been watching that like for a week, and that's just crazy. So now we're looking at another pullback. Or if this is the low, getting confused about which candle is the low candle. This is the low candle. Now we have like a potential flat top breakout right here. Wow. Well, that was a tiny scalp, but I saw the price hesitating and it wasn't moving up, so I got out. So and that was a flat top breakout, I think. And price hesitation. I looked at the level 2. I thought it might move up, but that might be that reversal you were talking about, Dirt Devil. Guys, I haven't taken a break yet. And I just realized that. And I need more tea before the market open. So I'm going to take a 5-minute break and I will be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. Let's see. Gotta get my glasses on. All right. Let's see. All right. Let's see. We've got QUCY popping back up. All right, so we're getting close to the market open. I'll switch my strategy to looking for opening range breakouts, trading with one share if it's, yeah, one share, because I'm practicing. Any giveaway? Like me give something away? I haven't done that. I don't know. What do other channels do? I didn't even think of that. I'm a pretty new channel. Sorry, my glasses. I'm a pretty new channel, Wani. But what do other channels do? I'm not sure. Maybe that's something for the future. So we had a pullback, but now the MACD's red. So, and okay, so the RSI dropped. Yeah, so at the market open, I'm going to change my strategy to looking for opening range breakouts. That's what I'm practicing right now. That's the new setup that I'm practicing. And kind of developing a strategy for that. So I'm going to bring that up on my, let's see. So MOBX is moving back up, but the volume bars aren't going up with the price action. It's now above the 9 EMA, but the MACD's red. I'm getting like mixed signals. So I'm gonna hold off. I'm red on the day, but I have 1 red trade, 2 green trades. Again, my winners are smaller than my losers. This is so frustrating. But listen, it has to stick eventually. I have to figure it out eventually. All right, so now we're above 9 EMA, we're above VWAP, but the volume isn't. It's going up a little bit. Oh, there we go. So let's see if we get another pullback. But this close to the market open, I won't trade now. It's less than 5 minutes to the open. All right, so I'm going to kind of switch my strategy here. And I'm going to add the average true range to my charts. I'm going to switch to the 5-minute chart. Let's see what else. So I'm kind of practicing with, at the market open, the 5-minute opening range breakout and then the 15-minute opening range breakout. Kind of playing with that. So I'm going to see how that goes today. I'll be trading with 1 share because I'm practicing. And I'm going to add the large cap stuff to my scanners. So that I can see that. So we'll see what pops up on the So average true range is one of the things I'll be doing a video on probably this weekend, but it won't come out until the following weekend. I'm going to be doing a video on RSI so I can understand it better. So my videos aren't just to, I'm not just teaching, I'm learning when I'm doing my videos. So I'm going to do one on RSI, opening range breakout, and average true range. I have so many videos that I want to do. I have so much to learn, guys. I'm curious, what do you guys do at the market open? What's your favorite setup after the market opens? All right. Okay, so let's take a look and see what kind of pops up for Oops. I have to clean my keys here. Got some sticky keys. Okay, so kind of curious. I want to look at MOBX again, though. Just curious. Okay, so market open, I'm practicing the opening range breakout. So I won't trade anything for at least the first 5 minutes. I'm sort of playing with what opening range breakout time frame is going to work for me. I'm really new to this setup, so I'm only practicing with one share, but supposedly tech stocks are up. Let's look at the Russell. I'm confused by this. Let's look at the S&P. Okay, that's moving up. I'm just curious what this is. SLMT. Oh, okay. MOBX is like one of the top gainers in the market. Poets running up. Yeah, look at that. MOBX, AIIOPOET. Wow, look at that. But NVIDIA, I'm looking at some of the big tech ones. Tesla. Get rid of this cluttered stuff. Remove drawing. Remove drawing. So the average true range, okay, it says here, the opening range must be significantly smaller than the stock's average true range. So the average true range being down here sounds bad. I'm trying the 5-minute orb with 5-minute time frame, but also jumping to 1 minute to see finer price action. Okay, that's what I'm doing. I think I feel more comfortable trading this on the 5-minute. Another poet trade this time, 70 cents a share. What? Eligos, awesome. What? You're on fire. I love it when you guys trade your good shares because that gives me hope. Seriously, I'm being serious. I am not a jealous person. I don't get jealous. I get hopeful. When I hear you guys succeeding, that gives me hope. Because if you're succeeding, I can succeed too, right? So keep the good stories coming, guys. I love that. Yeah, protect your green. Protect your green. All right, we are past the first 5 minutes. I'm going to look at the opening range. Let's see, Tesla is way down here. And so according to Andrew Aziz's book, you want the average true range to be above the opening range. If I'm reading this correctly, the opening range must be significantly smaller. So maybe I'm not reading this correctly. He's saying smaller. Maybe he means the absolute number. Like if this number here is 440, maybe that has to be, that's not. I don't think I'm using that right. I'm going to have to figure that out. I'm going to have to figure that out. All right, so Alibaba, I traded, that was my 1 share yesterday, 2 shares, and I ended up with a timeout violation. So I have to be really careful. If I get a red trade, I have to take a timeout. Yeah, I don't think I'm using the average true range right. MU. What I do on the 5-minute opening strategy, I set price lines at the low and high of the first 5-minute candle and wait for confirmed breakout. Yeah, I mean, that's the basic, right? But all right, so this one's still within the within the opening range. AMD. Oops. AMD has a breakout. I definitely have to practice. I definitely have to figure out this average true range thing. Because it's not clear in the book. Like it says the opening range must be significantly smaller than the stock's average true range. So does that mean lower than this? Or does it mean the distance between these two needs to be smaller? Oh, MOBX is going crazy. Look at that. So I think I'm going to wait for the 15-minute point. I'm going to see what happens at 15 minutes. It's got 2 more minutes. See how things land. All right, so in one more minute will be 15 minutes. I think I'm gonna try to mark off and look for something after that. All right, so now we're at the 15-minute mark. So I'm gonna mark off a couple of these opening ranges so that I can see what's going on. AMD is breaking out. Let's see, remove drawing. NVIDIA is breaking out, but this average true line is not up there. Costco, I'm going to take Costco off the list. Okay, so we've got NVIDIA, we've got AMD, which is breaking out. So I'm going to do one share. All right, and right away, I'm going to put a stop at 47.53. Okay, so I put a stop at where the true top of the true range. IREN. Oh, wow, look at that. That looks really nice. All right, so this is all an experiment. I'm just working on this strategy. What was the high yesterday? I'm curious. I'm gonna look at the daily chart. Oops. Yesterday's high was 461. Okay, so this was the high yesterday. This is a much, much, much slower strategy than I'm used to, but I kind of like it. It's a little calmer. I'm in at 449. Here, if you can, I don't know if you can see. I'm in at 449.43. Well, this is a very peaceful strategy. It's a little bit slower moving, a little bit more predictable. But seriously, I really don't know what I'm doing on this, so much bigger spread, you know. So I got stopped out with a red trade, which means I'm out for 15 minutes, which means that I won't be able to trade for the rest of the day. So it did hit my stop. Look at that. It tapped the opening range. So something I read said to place your stop right below the opening range. And that's probably why, because that's probably a common place for people to get stopped out, right? So that was a full stop. Look at that. It tapped the top of the opening range, which is where my stop was. Now that's interesting. It tested that level and then so BABA never broke above or below. Tesla stayed inside its range. MU did break out temporarily and came back. AMD, so it went just below, so I would have got stopped out anyway. So I've read that some people trade the 30-minute ORB. So they don't even get in their trades until after 10, right? Use pivot points as price levels. Entered at 445, which is the daily central pivot on AMD. 445, the daily central pivot. Okay. You entered at the daily central pivot, still in, out at 448 on 2 red candles down. Or are you trading on the 1 minute? Let's see. Okay, 445 and out at 440. That's a great trade. Wow, that's almost that's $2.50 a share. That's great, Wayne. Oh, here. Okay, so you waited till it kind of started to roll over and then you got out. Got it. Okay. On the 10-minute chart or the 1 minute chart? 1 minute, right? It looks like you got out when it started to roll over. So it popped up and started to roll over. One minute. Yes, that's what I figured. But okay, so NVIDIA never broke out of the 15-minute. IREN is in a pullback, just tapping VWAP. BABA below. Same with Tesla. Well, Tesla hasn't really left its opening range breakout area yet, the opening range. But MU, wow, this is a big range. Well, I am kind of curious. Let's see. The 30-minute, well, we haven't had 30 minutes yet. So 15-minute. Up. Yeah, so AMD, let's see. Oh, look at that. Now this is the 15-minute. If it popped down, is popping back up. Oh, okay. So it sounds like what everyone does is they look at the underlying stock, right? Like you'd look at IREN and then you could trade it on the ETF, right? So like for Tesla, it would be TSLA or NVIDIA would be NVDL. I think AMD is AMDL, right? AMDL. Looks almost exactly the same, right? Right. They have like a leveraged ETF, right? So is it worth tracking the underlying equity, or does it just make sense to trade, to just go right to the cheaper stock? I mean, they look like they track pretty closely. So if we just, let's see. I'm just curious what happens with AMD. So it popped up, came back below. But AMDL, it's doing the same thing. TSLL, I think that's the leveraged one for Tesla. What did you say, IRE? I think it matters if you're going to stay in it long term. Like, I think the leveraged ones, you really shouldn't stay in them. Because they basically lose they lose capital over time. Like if you look at, let's see, is this AMDL? No, but these are different than those other ETFs. So these are, now I'm getting a little confused. Yeah, what is the difference between the mechanics? I've heard that they lag a little bit behind the underlying equity. It's not underlying, but but they lag behind the equity that they track. Oh, it's restricted. Maybe it's considered riskier? I don't know who that is. Okay. Well, guys, it's after 10. I think I'm going to call it a day. Yeah, I made a lot of mistakes today, and I don't know really what's going on with my brain today, but I feel like I did learn a lot, and you guys are always so informative, and like I said, I really love to hear when you're succeeding because that makes me feel like, oh, I can succeed too. So I'm super happy. Some of you got great trades today, and I'm going to do my recap. I'm going to take a quick break, do my recap, and I will be back tomorrow. And just, I'm going to keep plugging away at it. I think this weekend, honestly, is going to be, I'm going to get a lot of learning in because I'm going to be doing some videos, and I hope that that's going to help me really turn the corner on some things. But yeah, happy trading, you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.